Good morning, everyone. This is Maggie, your Fearless Growth Coach and Mentor. And today we are live. Hey! We are starting the day 2, which is called Power Game of our 3-day extravaganza under the working title, Unstoppable Prosperity Now. And welcome everyone who is here with me live. I see that you are hopping on. And all of you beautiful ladies who are watching the replay and joining me after in the realm of your time and your household. Welcome these two little guys. I will put them aside at the moment and I will come back to them because they will be very important today. So this is the mini training which is specifically prepared for women who are still on the quest to find the solutions to really find the ease and the joy that other mentors out there are talking about, and yet they couldn't crack the formula which will allow them to scale to the consistent 10, 20, 30K months without overwhelm and without hustle. So today, let's talk about power, and let me tell you one thing. This is the core, the quintessence of a power game. Obviously, I have prepared for this live session, and I had my notes. However, since early morning today, my ego was really getting me a hard time. It was getting crazy. So it started with who are you to share with these ladies your experience? It's not relevant. Or are you sure that this red blouse is what you want to be wearing for this video? And, you know, a million of other things. So what I did, I obviously get back to the meditation, and immediately I have received from my intuition all the nuggets of gold that I needed for today. However, they are a little bit scattered and a little bit, not refined. So this session might be a little bit chaotic, but that's fine. This is what the power game is about, really. So I would like to introduce you to the concept of how you can really navigate through the external situation, through the internal state of being, when your ego is fighting and you don't know what to do because you feel small, you feel that you need to do something about this, you need to act immediately. So I will be talking about how to act, because we are action takers, right? We are high achievers. So doing is our natural state of being. But very often we fall in the trap of doing the wrong things instead of doing the right things from the right vibration and right state of being. So let me just start from not so much definition, but just a little bit of intro. We are brought to this world and we are conditioned, understanding that like two very clashing to each other concepts. On one side, they teach us out there that the power is associated with the amount of money that you have in your possession, or the amount of money that you are bringing to your household. Basically, you earn, you have the voice. Or if it's not money, then it is other resources. It could be your performance. The more you do, then your value in the society, or the value in your work, in your corporate position, for instance, is higher. The faster you are able to perform on a top level, the higher your value. And obviously it leads to the feeling of overwhelm, to burnout, to losing completely the interest into what you are doing, even if in the beginning the work or the task, the project was really inspiring for you. So this is one part of the story. And another part of the story is that we are hearing that women in power, or women who are reaching for the power, this is something wrong. That actually the power is associated with male archetype. Women is supposed to be, if not powerless, then rather following the male direction. So females who are independent, who are stepping in their own power, are the bitches, basically, right? They are the difficult ones. They are the free thinkers. They are dangerous. So in different families, obviously there are like different stories in different beliefs, different attitudes, but this is our food, our brain food from early childhood. So we know that, and we are here, we are meeting together on in different groups and in different programs because we are aware of that, and because we would like to, despite of all these beliefs and preconditioning, we want to step into the higher level of consciousness. And we would like to be independent, and we would like to have this, peace infused focus, and we would like to have our own opinion and our own right to do whatever we want. So my ego, just before this video, was telling, like, you can't have iced coffee on camera. And why not? I have my iced coffee, it's half drunk already, but I want to have it. So here it is. Am I rebellious? No, I think that I am just myself, and I'm not allowing the bloody ego to tell me and to, what's the word in English? I think basically I am the manager of my life, and I'm the leader of my life. So I'm not allowing anybody else to tell me what I should be doing or what I shouldn't be doing, right? But the thing happens that this bloody ego, and let me just put my puppet on. There she is. And I mean, look at her. Glasses, red hair, ponytail. Today I don't have a ponytail, but this is the part of you who is always with you. And you know that we are learning on this, courses and programs on self-development, that the higher vibration, higher level of consciousness is your desired state of being, and that actually the ultimate goal is to receive the state of alignment between your mind and your heart, like coherence of heart and mind. But what is very important is what you have in your mind, actually, because the things that you keep in your heart are stable, They don't change. But what happens in your mind, that's a different story. And when you experience lower vibrations like fear, like jealousy, like comparison, like overwhelmed, then all the manifestation that is taken from that place is bringing you just more of that. So right now, you might be finding yourself in a kind of a vicious circle where intellectually you understand that, yes, you manifest from the state of being, and yet you cannot break this vicious circle and you cannot elevate yourself on a higher vibe, or it is not sustainable. You meditate, you journal, and at the moment you feel okay, but then life happens and something triggers your thoughts, opinions, and feelings. And then there is an avalanche of all the lower vibration feelings. So we always have a choice how we want to react to it. However, because of the preconditioning, naturally we fall into the trap of these preconditioned behaviors. So what we need to do, we have to be super conscious of what is happening and consciously make a choice and step into another vibration. So even if you are working with a coach or with a mentor, I'm sure that you know that your coach is not there to fix you. Your coach is only to guide you and to show you the way you can reach for the higher vibe, actually. So I would like to maybe not describe, but to share with you and tell me if that's your experience as well, a little bit about this ego part of you. This is not the bloody bastard. This is not the sneaky lizard that is just waiting to keep you small. This is a very smart part of you. Remember, the more wise you are, the smarter your ego is. So our work is really to appreciate all the tactics, all the strategies that this little part of you, or actually not so little, inherent part of you is already capable of, and prevent it, learn how to prevent it, learn first how to recognize what is happening, and then either to prevent it or flip it on the other side. And what characterizes ego versus our intuition or our higher self, that I will be describing in a sec, she is very, very loud, I would say. She is always with you, and she is always like, talking directly to your ear. She's very fast in taking decisions. She's very fast in telling you what to do. Sometimes even without proper thinking. She is pushing you to take the action. And the thing is that for people like us, for the action takers, for high achievers, taking the action is not a problem. Taking the right action, the aligned action, the action which is on the deeper level of the soul, and the action that will elevate you on the different level, that's something which is challenging, because very frequently we are just jumping to the action which is stimulated by this little lady. So first of all, she is well known. This is probably the best known part of ourselves. We are born with it. We are preconditioning already starts in the mother womb. So part of the concepts and part of the stories that you hear as a fetus in your mother womb. And then it starts. So this is one of the oldest parts of ourselves. She's always present. She's always at the reach. We don't have to ask for her to appear. She's there. And she's talking. She's she is bloody talkative, at least mine. She is very quick and very strict in giving her opinions, and she's loud. She is very active, and the thing is that I'm looking at my notes here. She is giving kind of easy solutions for you. Because she is searching for the solutions that have been proven to work for you in the past. So she requires the proof. She requires the sequence of actions. And let me just check, because I have the feeling like maybe I am muted. No, it's fine. So I'm coming back. Sorry. And this is her. I mean, she is infusing in your mind the sense of doubt, the sense of fear, the sense of uncertainty that something is probably not working. It cannot be working, right? Everything that is happening right now and was happening just before the session, she has a part in it. And she is a very proof-based part of you. She makes you tired. She is consuming a lot of energy. She is asking for a lot of action that is burning a lot of calories. And as entrepreneurs who are already enlightened, and we are already on the path to the excitement, then we have this, access to our intuition, to our higher self. So let me just change the puppet right now. And this is fun. And obviously my ego was shouting that I shouldn't be using puppets even for very professional and very serious talk like this. But what the hell? I want to have puppets, and I have quite nice puppets. So this is a representation of your intuition and the higher self. Actually, her position is quite far away. I'm not sure if you see her, but she is not so close as your ego. Your ego is just talking to your ear directly. She is somewhere in the distance. However, she's there all the time. But you need to ask for her to communicate. You have to be very quiet and very focused to hear, to listen what she has to tell you. Usually, the guidance from her will freak you out. It is the guidance on a much deeper level. Sometimes it is more complicated, but not necessarily than the one which is given by ego. And this is the guidance which makes your heart really smile. I mean, you feel this warmth around your heart, because when she speaks to you and when she guides you, then you are aligned with your soul. Then your soul is on fire, because you are listening to this in a whisper, and intuitively you know that the steps that she's talking you into will bring you peace, will bring you joy, will bring you passion, maybe not at the first moment, but once you transition on the other side. So what happens? The power game really is about, let me just take another one, that you have like two parts of you. And you have the ego, which is constantly talking to your ear and telling you what to do and even how to do it. And then you have, quite in the distance, another one, your higher self, your intuition, where to listen, even to hear what she is talking about, what you need to do, you need to put aside your ego, put it really to the bed, and then turn to start speaking with your intuition. And that's, for some people, it's not very easy, although it is quite easy. I mean, you do it through meditation, you do it through journaling, but you have to be super careful. And you need to double check whether the action that you are taking after the meditation or after the journaling is really happening from the right place of being, because the ego is super fast. I mean, you could be aligned in a moment and then she jumps. So in between the moment you are ready to take the action and take the first step, you already have your bloody ego with you. So be careful and double check always what is your motivation beneath, because you really manifest what you ask for. And even you know that, right? And so if your state of being is supported by stress, by fear, by wrong motivation, then these values will be affected, not will be affected, will be visible simply through your manifestation. Okay. And this is like a core moment and core practice essential for action takers, for people like me. I am, solution seeker. So I am a change maker. So for me to take the action is not a problem, but the problem is to take the right action. And my story was that I thought that I was doing all the right things. However, I was still motivated by my ego. And I was still more about doing than being, trying to operate in the right way, but my motivation was wrong. I hope that it makes sense for you guys, but I was not in peace. I was really overwhelmed and I was deeply, deeply tired. So I would like to tell you the story about a client who came to me with the idea, with a very, very strong idea to basically to impact more people. And on one side, she had this very strong desire, like coming from her higher self, and very strong fear that to achieve her desire, she will have to step into complicated funnels, Facebook ads, that she will have to be constantly present on social media. And that will result in the overwhelm, in the hustle, that she will basically lose the freedom that she was so hard working for, only because she is ready to step on another level. And what we did, we started to work on her archetypes. The mindset work really discover her very ancient signature archetype, which is your extra power. I mean, each of us has multiple archetypes. There are positive archetypes and negative archetypes. Ego is one of the so-called dark archetypes. Plus, you might have your inner child, for instance, in with different faces. But there are also the archetypes that support you. They are inherently in your part of your soul, basically. So what we did with Sonia, we started to work on identification of her archetypes, and we translated that into her business personality. And what happened was that, first of all, she discovered that her signature archetype is an alchemist, like mine. And you know that we are attracting clients who are psychologically quite similar to us and energetically quite similar to us. Archetypes are part of your energy. So since I am alchemist and I am all for change and transformation, and this is what motivates me, I attract clients who either have an alchemist archetype or ruler archetype, who is motivated by power. We have discovered also Sonia's influencing archetype, who is very different from mine, and she has a sage as her archetype. And sage is about wisdom, is about healing, is about discovering the truth. While mine is romantic, which is about love, about passion, about like giving people this cuddling feeling, very warm feeling about care and protection. So we built the essence of her new brand based on very natural for her archetypes, and based on that, she achieved very intimate understanding who she is, and she stopped fighting with very natural for her behaviors and emotions. She learned how to elevate them so that she could really attract soul-aligned clients. Because in my opinion, to attract soul-aligned client, you have to be so aligned yourself. So you have to, in a way, put yourself, put your soul on fire. What happened for Sonia was that at the end of this work, when she has already prepared her brand, soul of her brand, and she started to prepare posts communicating with the words which are characteristic to her archetype, because we give you also the vocabulary, we give you the expression which are typical for the archetypes and the drivers. Then she got sick and she started to show some symptoms for COVID. So she was really lying in bed for almost 2 weeks. And during that time, she was so weak that she could post only several times. Actually, there were 4 posts, quite short posts that she has published. And these 4 posts generated £8,000 for her in December, in a month where nobody is buying really. So that was fun for her and for me. That was definitely the action taken from the right vibration. Even though she was quite weak physically, her mind was aligned with her archetype, with her higher vibe energy. So if you want to be aligned with your intuition and spirit-led clients, you need to remember that actually it's not about having the magic wand. You are the magic wand. All the answers are within you, and you have always the choice how you want to react to the external situation. Whether you would like to fall in a trap of your body, your conditioned mind, and reach for the emotions which are difficult and challenging for you, or you would like to say, hang on for a second, I know what is happening, because I already, for instance, have my archetype, or I have my prosperity diagnostic blueprint. So I know my ego game. I know that she is, again, talking here, and that's her game. So I'm more powerful than that. I'm ready to put her aside and really connect with my intuition and see what happens. What I would like to say is that it sounds easier than it is in reality. And it doesn't happen constantly. And I know that you are already for some time on the quest to find the answers, how to do it. Remember that perfection is never the goal, but the practice is. So the more you practice reaching out for connection with this one, connection with your higher self, and really listening, really using this power and acting on the instructions, on the guidance that you receive, no matter how uncomfortable this is, then the change happens. I was struggling, my ego was fighting for months for so simple thing like meditation. It was so challenging for me to find the right place, to find the right moment of a day, to find the right way of doing it, then to quietly listen, then to decide whether I should just remember, or maybe I will not remember that, what I received. So maybe I should scribble, etc., etc. It was like the work. But I was persistent, and I said, all right, nobody is perfect from day one. It requires some work. And the fact that I'm showing this persistence also shows to the universe that I am decisive. I made my choice. This is what I want to do. And I got it. It finally landed. Obviously, beside the meditation, I was doing all other activities and program that actually turned into the program that I am offering now to my clients, which is called Soul on Fire. This is a program that actually helps you to build this bedrock, this confidence that you can do it, this strong connection with your higher self, so that you can reach for 6 figures and more, actually without overwhelm, without hustle, and without thinking that you have to be constantly present on social media, or you have to do Facebook ads while launching, or you have to create complicated funnels. No, you don't. If you open yourself for the law of possibilities and you start working on the quantum level, and you start operating together with your quantum field, then the reality changes, and really you can fall in love with your business again. I will be speaking more about Soul on Fire tomorrow, but I wanted just to give you a little bit of flavor of what it is. There are two quotes that I would like to share with you coming from the book that made a huge impression on me. This is the book of Peter Sage, Inside the Track. If you have a chance, buy it on Amazon, and I will give you the link to it. One passage, it is about my understanding of power, and also what Peter writes about this. If someone is unfit, it is not because they can't get to a gym. It is just that being fit is not a higher priority than the other things they do. That's important. I mean, when we are playing dumb, and when we are allowing our ego to put different things in our mind, then our growth, our expansion, and our six-figure coaching business is just a dream. It's just a wish. If you remember the saying from yesterday, that you actually need to really, 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 really want something to get it. So for reallys, if you don't do it, it's like you are just wishing for something. It won't happen. You have to not only, you have to really, 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 really want it, meaning you have to wish for it, you have to desire it, you have to be ready to act on that, and you need to have a passion. And another thing which is very important in that book is the map of consciousness, which is giving like the exact calibrated frequency coming from scientific research done by what's the name of the guy? Hawking, Richard Hawking, who measured actually the vibration related to all the emotions, from the fear, the lower vibration, to the love, which is love and joy, which is the highest vibration. But also he gave the definition of the difference between power and force. And let me read that, because this is very much apropos what we are talking about, and what these two little ladies are doing with us every day. So power, let me just put her on again. Power is self-sustaining. Power is permanent. It's always there. Power is stationary, and power is invincible. Invincible. Remember that. While force, there you go. Take force. Force meaning our ego. Force is temporary. You can switch it off whenever you want. It consumes energy. So it is not self-sustaining. It consumes energy. That's why you are tired all the time. It moves from location to location. So it is scattered. It's chaotic. It's ugly. It's messy. That's why you are tired. That's why you are overwhelmed. That's why you are scared. And I really, really, really loved connecting with you guys. I am a little bit sorry that this session was chaotic and that this session was a little bit scattered. But also, I am super happy that it is happening very naturally for me and for you, so that you can see how these two little ladies interact also with me on the everyday plan. So stay tuned for the next session, which will be about time, and we will be talking about how to stop being overwhelmed and how to stop being like a slave of the time. I'll see you in the next video. Have fun. Bye.